This episode of ETC is sponsored by Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets. Looks like we were right again. Nobody is fucking around with the Wii U, and according to various sources, Nintendo will cease production of this overpriced paperweight by the end of this year. Or will they?
Here we go!
With a design that would make anyone in the tech industry cringe and a release schedule filled with games that only babies would ever be entertained by, the Wii U, according to us, is quite simply a piece of garbage. And according to a source that we have no option but to trust, because we don't speak Japanese, Nintendo is all set to put a bullet in the head of this ridiculous machine.
A website called Nikkei, whatever, posted the news early Wednesday saying Nintendo is also terminated by the end of the year the production of non-portable game machine Wii U. So don't blame us for that translation, blame Google Translator. The site went on to say that compared to the previous Wii, the Wii U sales were sluggish and not expected to pick up, but also claimed that Nintendo was planning to announce a new next-gen machine.
So this is good, right? Well, sort of. I mean, yeah, the only real game console is the one that you can play MLG Call of Duty on with your friends while you mainline Mountain Dew. So, not this one.
Yeah.
But replacing trash with more trash? What is the point?
No, I don't know.
Nintendo does actually make like one good game. It would be pretty incredible if they chose the path taken by Sega and just became a game publisher.
Yeah.
That way, whenever I'm done 360 no-scoping all of the dumb noobs and eating Hot Pockets,
Yeah.
and fucking everyone's mom.
Yeah.
I can pop in Super Smash Bros. In the same console and try to knock various cute animated Japanese characters off the side of a screen. Because apparently that's fun.
Get out of here. Get. That's what that game is, right?
Hokun Punch! That's the only part I know.
Anyways, this is all super kawaii, but sadly this rumor has been refuted thanks to a statement that an official Nintendo spokesperson made with a way cuter, way more Japanese looking website called IT Media, where they said, "This isn't an announcement from our company. From the next quarter and thereafter as well, production is scheduled to continue."
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
They really took the gas out of our hate-filled tanks by refuting that so fast.
Yeah.
But seriously, how fucking long are console cycles going to be this time around? PlayStation's already apparently coming up with something new, although it's just an upgrade to their previous hardware, but still. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because it's Nintendo. Fans of that system and that game and all that shit obviously don't give a shit about graphical integrity or quality, but shit.
Whatever. Anyways, what's some other low-hanging fruit? Oh yeah, eSports.
Ding.
Would you believe that eSports has gotten so big that even the paparazzi over at TMZ have started cornering pro athletes at the airport and hounding them with stupid questions? You're right, we don't believe it either, but it's true. And immediately after winning $1 million at the Halo World Championships, two players who go by the names Snakebite and Clutch, which is a buddy cop movie that I am dying to see.
One of them's a good cop. One of them is a snake.
Yeah. They weren't talking about going to Disneyland with this TMZ reporter. No, they were talking about crushing the puss.
The cameraman who stopped them at the airport asks how it is with the ladies, alluding to the fact that there may or may not be the same type of groupies present who allegedly follow around other celebrities and sports stars. And they readily admit that, quote, there's definitely a community of e-girls that we call them. They're groupies. Yeah, but he cautions that, quote, you gotta stay away from the e-girls. You gotta find yourself a nice girl that has no idea what the heck you're doing when you're playing video games. Pretty wise.
At least they were nice about it. I mean, if it's your first time getting hit up by TMZ, I'm sure it's an awkward situation, especially when they try to corner you with some weird sex questions. So I guess bravo to Snakebite and Clutch, great names by the way, for handling themselves pretty well in front of reporters. I'll let you guys know when me and Elliot get hounded by TMZ.
It's not gonna happen.
Anyways, apparently all esports champions are gonna have to get used to this whole paparazzi thing anyway. So they set a good standard here. Personally, we can't wait to see someone say something stupid or stumble drunk out of a limo on the way to an Activision event or something. That's gonna be the real juicy story.
Drop their gunners in like their own puke and just put them back on.
Oh, I'm such a mess. My life is a mess. It'll happen one day.
But let's switch over from the people who play esports to the people who cast it.
Yeah.
There's been a bit of an issue lately with either companies not forking over enough cash for their personalities or the casters themselves possibly asking for too much money.
Yeah.
Either way, problems are rising and tensions are high with some of the biggest names in the business.
I like your caster voice for that. 3 casters who go by the name Monte Cristo, DOA, and Papa Smithy. God, I hate people's names in this industry.
You're a grown man.
Who am I to talk to? I'm Ricky for the win. Anyways, whatever. These casters took to medium.com, a website people use to bitch about stuff, and bitched about stuff, essentially calling out Riot Games for failing to negotiate what they consider a, quote, industry standard rate for their potential services at this year's mid-season invitational.
Oh, God. So here's what they said in the post. We were surprised to discover from our peers that Riot's offer to us was approximately 40% to 70% of the rate received by talent for major events in all of these titles. We shared these rates with Riot in the hope of reaching an We shared these rates with Riot in the hopes of We shared these rates with Riot in the hope of reaching We shared these rates with Riot in the hope of reaching an agreement commensurate with the market, but while they offered a nominal increase, their deal remained far below industry standard for 2016.
They continued, since we are not freelancers and not Riot employees, we rely on these contracts for our income and feel that we would damage our careers in the long term by accepting below market rates. Furthermore, by agreeing to a significantly lower wage, we fear that we may contribute to the regression of standards for freelance casters in the industry as a whole.
Whew. Of course, all this hinges on exactly what they were asking for. These Riot events cost a fuck ton of money to produce already.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Riot has lots of money to spend on them simply based on what they bring in through League of Legends, even without the aid of specific event sponsors. Plus, if you have the talent, and they need the talent, you should definitely be compensated accordingly.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to wait to see what Riot and the industry as a whole does for this, because there's probably a large pool of people willing to step in. But fan reaction to those people might dictate a shift.
Yes.
We're all for the little guy standing up whenever they can, so T.U.G.S backs them.
Yeah.
Go for it. Get you some.
And speaking of getting you some, I have something to plug because people are always asking, why the hell do we do a show like this if we hate games so much? And the answer should be obvious. Well, joke's on you because I finally did some gameplay with the help of the folks over at Smasher Networks, who paired me up with people who actually know how the fuck to record gameplay. So head over to Smasher Network and watch me struggle to play pretty much everything except for Heroes of the Storm, which is a game I'm actually somewhat capable of playing. I'll leave links to all of my gameplays in the description below. Go there and please defend my honor because video game dorks are really mean. Just look at the comment section on this or any T.U.G.S video. It's ridiculous.
Grow up. And if you want to check out a new game, Shibby's still gone.
Yeah.
Where is he?
We do have a review from him, and we'll get to that.
Okay. The new game. Well, there's new Fallout DLC, what I have installed, but I haven't played yet. But I have played the new Hitman, and it is challenging. There's only one mission. Well, there's 2 little ones and 1 big one.
I like your reviews better than Shibby's.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's a game. I killed 6 hours playing it. I got my $15 worth.
That one's unique because they're releasing it episodically, right?
Oh yeah, and you can replay the mission like 1,000 different ways, which I probably won't end up doing because I never replay anything. But
did you get all the achievements?
No, not gonna fucking go for that carrot. Nah,
I'm still chasing the carrot in the division.
Dumb carrots. Carrots are dumb.
Anyways, my suggestion this week is Trackmania Turbo. Because it just looks like straight up Hot Wheels style nonsense. It's just ridiculous. My only problem with this is apparently you can't crash into each other.
What?
You're racing ghosts.
Oh, fuck that.
Nah.
0 out of 10.
Save your money. Anyways, they can't all be good games. Or can they? We don't know because Shibby is out of town and pre-recorded his review.
What?
He was apparently scared of us abusing him. He's going to start having to wear a helmet. If he gets one more concussion on this set, he's gonna have to start wearing that helmet.
Yeah, they're gonna make a Will Smith movie about him.
So we have
any more.
I didn't pre-screen this at all. I have no idea what he's talking about. I do not have the patience to sit through one of his reviews. It's hard enough when he's here in studio.
Yeah.
So take it away, Shibby.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm filming this early in the Inside Gaming office because I don't want to be harassed because I've heard that T.U.G.S is becoming too positive. Well, here's a positive review, I'm sorry. Currently rated the best PC game of 2016, Stardew Valley is far more than just a simple farming game. With a 98% on Steam, this indie farming game is what we need more of in the video gaming world. I also want to thank you viewers for the support on the last T.U.G.S review of The Division Destiny. Shots fired. Boom, boom. Before all you want to kill me in the comments, Stardew Valley is one of the few games per year that comes out and that we need to truly support. This game was developed by one person over 4 years, Eric Barone, and it's a goddamn accomplishment. Apparently he was working 10 hours per day on this project and now 15 hours per day to fix issues that the community finds and add new content for no cost. Like, this is amazing. Unlike large AAA developers that Brandon or Matt might have worked for in the past, publishers are essentially unlimited budgets and manpower, and it's incredible that games come out like this at a fair price point with deep and polished gameplay mechanics. While Stardew Valley might not be for everyone, that's completely understandable. Like, for me, it's whatever. As a gaming family, we need to recognize good work with all the bullshit that happens around us, like $49.99 season passes with unknown shit content, for example. T.U.G.S family, we need to make hashtag video games great again, and Stardew Valley is a perfect example. Eric Barone, here at T.U.G.S, we salute you, and you deserve a goddamn 10 out of 10. Thank you for doing what you do and treating us, the gamers, everyone here, fairly. I salute you, sir.
Too positive.
Fuck you.
Awful. Piss poor, Shibby. And to close out this week, we have a user-submitted Amazon review that was too good to pass up from a Twitter user named @IamTheBooth.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing our jobs for us, Mr. John Wilkes Booth.
The review is for oh god damn it, it's for a WiiU game called Pokken Tournament.
Isn't that like a candy?
Yes. It's the stick
The
candy.
stick candy?
It's from the appropriately named Life, and it's titled Parents Beware, they say.
I am absolutely appalled by what I witnessed my 8-year-old child playing this past week. My son is an avid Pokemon fan, so when we heard that the new Pokemon game was coming out in March, I made sure to pre-order the game for him. The game arrived on time and everything seemed fine. My son decided to play a character called Blaziken. As he is playing this character, I noticed male genitals upon my TV screen. This is unacceptable, especially if this game is for children to play. I have written an email to Nintendo, waiting to hear back from them. I have shown this picture to at least 10 other parents, all who share the same disgust. What? One person.
I'm pulling up the picture so you can read it by the time you get done with it.
One person even stated that this is similar to exposing children to porn. Why are you showing it to everyone then? I would like to warn other parents about this Pokemon game. 1 star. What? I don't know what that is.
Well, it's right where his dick would be.
But like, well, it's obviously not a Pokemon game.
It looks.
It's a different
it honestly
word.
looks like an actual cock, like a rooster's head with a beak, and it has the little flappy thing under it.
Nah.
So I don't know. Maybe,
What is this game?
I don't know. I have no idea what
It's
it is.
clearly not Pokemon. This woman says she knows so much about Pokemon. That's clearly not it.
I don't know much about games, but I don't know much about Pokemon, but I don't know much about anything.
What do
And
you
that
like
is
to
not-
play?
That is not Pokemon.
No.
Anyways, we can obviously all tell that the Wii U and its games are nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll read her letter, and that's gonna be the final straw.
Yeah, just shut it down. We fucked up, guys. Shut it down.
Anyways, guys, watch us watch porn. Watch us talk about a AI that was just manhandled by the internet and turned into something just
Can't
terrible.
have nice things on the internet.
No. And then a brand new episode of Tech Tuesday where Apple's just really boring. Sad company. And then there's this!